Hi boys, how are you today? I hope you're all doing well. Big hi to Mr. Kelleher's class and obviously my own class as well, so I hope you're all good. So earlier in the week we worked on our reading strategy of prediction, so what you thought was going to happen next in the story. So today we're going to move on to another one of our reading strategies and it is visualization. Now you would have done that already in school this year, so I thought it'd be nice just to go over it again and do some work on that one again today, okay? So visualization, what does visualization mean? So the word visual is a clue, isn't it? Visual. What you can see, okay? Images, okay? So you can see it's creating images. When you're visualizing something, you're creating an image in your head, okay, of how you see things, okay? So I'll be reading the text, but you'll be creating these images in your head, okay? So the way we remember it is we say it's like a movie in our mind. It's a movie that we're creating in our head, okay? So we use our senses. So when I'm reading, whatever scene I'm creating, okay, we use our senses. What can I see? What can I smell? What can I hear? Can I touch? Is there touch? Can I taste something? Okay, just think your senses when you have your eyes closed and you are creating that image and movie in your mind, okay? So that's ye, okay? You direct the movie, okay? So myself and Miss Condon directed the Lion King musical, okay? So when we read the script, we had this image in our head of how we wanted the show to look and how it was to be, and that's what you're going to do now. You're going to be the director of this story. So when I read the words, what images come into your head and what do you visualize? What can you see? Okay? And then the words that I read of the script, so that we like the script of the Lion King, the words of this book are the script. Okay? So visualization, we're creating the image in our head. When we create the image in our head, we're going to use all our senses to create that image. So we're going to use our hearing, our smell, our taste, okay, our touch, our sight, what we see, okay, what we can see in our heads. And then it's up to us, so we're directing it. It's what we can visualize in our own heads, okay? And it's important just to notice that everyone will have a slightly different movie, okay? If there's a dog in the story, I would hope that all of you could visualize a dog. It won't be the same dog, different types of dogs, but it will all be the same dog. So everybody will have a slightly different movie, okay? And that's okay as well. So I'm going to read the story now. This time I'm not going to show you any pictures because I want you to create those images in your head, okay? The exercise that I want you to do at the end, it'll be attached in the Google Classroom here, is I'm going to take different lines from the book, okay? And then you are going to draw those images and show me what image you can see in your head. And then tomorrow I will upload what the artist, the illustrator, here in this book, what image they came up with and what they drew for the book. So we just compare them then against what the illustrator did here, the artist did in the book, against what image you created in your head. Okay? So all you need to do for now is just sit and listen to the story. I'm going to read it slowly. I'm not going to show you any pictures. And you can go back and listen to this again if you want to listen to the story again before you start the activity. Okay? So the name of the book is called Painted Words. So the name of the book is Painted Words. Okay? Now, Mariante knew this day would come. Now that it was here, she didn't know if she would laugh or cry. I won't know anyone, she said again. Most people don't know anyone at a new school, said Mamma. I won't understand what they say, said Mariante. You will look and listen and learn, said Mamma. They won't understand me, said Mariante. A body can talk, said Mamma. Eyes speak many words, and a smile is a smile in any language. Everything here is so different, said Mariante. Only on the outside, said Mamma. Inside, people are the same. I am a little afraid, said Mariante, but not enough to cry. Mariante felt hot and frozen at the same time. She did not understand when the tall teacher said, We are delighted to have you, Mariante. May we call you Mary?" But she did understand when he bent down and shook her hand. She did not understand when he said, "This is our new teammate Mary," or when the children said, "Good morning, Mary." But she understood when he led her to her own desk and when some of the children smiled and others waved. The tall teacher wrote words on the board. They looked like sticks and chicken feet, humps and moons. Mary could just look. He read from a book. Words changed with his voice. They sounded like sputters and coughs and whispering wind. The words made the children laugh and say, "Ah," or "Oh." Mary could just listen. Suddenly everyone jumped up and scattered around the room. Some piled blocks into towers. Others lumped clay into shapes or threaded pasta. "Missa Peachy," Mary heard. "Missa Peachy, Missa Peachy," she heard again and again. Each time the teacher answered, and Mary understood. That was his name. Missa Peachy swept the air with his arm, and again Mary understood. She went straight to an easel and began to paint. "Mary is an artist," said Rachel. "High marks for observation," said Missa Peachy. The next day, Mary looked and listened. During creating time, she painted again. "Mary is telling us something," said Albert. "She is talking with her paints," said Rachel. "There's more than one way to peel an orange," said Missa Peachy. "And there is more than one way to tell a story. Some day Mary will be able to tell us with words." Every day when Mary went home, Mama listened and learned. She heard about the many different things that were becoming familiar to Mary. Voice sounds and counting numbers and writing those funny sticks that were also in the school books they read. "And every day I draw another picture," Mary told Mama. "It's my story about us. I am drawing what I can't talk." Mary told Mama of tall Missa Peachy and of Waisha and Kista and Aby, who smiled and spoke with their eyes and talked with their hands so she could understand. And she told of the other ones. "In life there will always be those who hurt and tease out of ignorance," said Mama. "You look and listen so you will not become one of them." Patrick was the worst. He snickered and nudged and whispered and shouted, "Dummy!" whenever he could. Mary could see from his face what dummy meant. That day she was hurt enough to cry, but she didn't. She painted instead. That day everyone understood Mary's painting, even Patrick. "We have a great deal here to talk about," said Missa Peachy. "Let our ideas begin." Slowly, like clouds lifting, things became clearer. Sticks and chicken feet became letters. Sputters and coughs became words, and the words had meanings. Every day Mary understood more and more. Missa Peachy became Mr. Petrie. Waisha became Rachel. Kista became Kristen. Abby became Albert, and Patrick became Patrick. One day Mr. Petrie clipped a heap of paintings to the wall. "The time has come for patience to be rewarded," he said. "Ready, Mary?" "Ready," said Mary. She told her story in her new words, page by painted page, as she would read a book. When she finished, the class clapped and cheered. "Bravo! More!" they shouted. "We want more!" "We shall have more," said Mr. Petrie. "I have a strong suspicion that we have here a class of writers, each with a story to tell." "I have one," said Kristen. "I have one," said Patrick. "And we'll call our classroom Writers Galore." Mary was so excited her heart skipped beats as she told Mama. "And look at you, Mama," she said. Mama was writing in her book, copying letters into words, into meanings. You have looked and listened and learned well, Mamma, said Mary. Soon you will be writing your own story. Just think what Mr. Petrie will say. The end. Okay? So that is a story. Painted. Painting or painted? Painted. Painted words. Okay? So you will see on the activity sheet I've chosen 3 different lines from the book, and I want you to draw what you've imagined that Mary is going through. Okay? Have a think about it. Go back and listen to this again if you want to listen to me reading it again before you start the activity. And I hope you enjoy it. And tomorrow I'll show you the actual pages then of the work that the artist here created. So you'll see what they saw when they saw the words. So remember, it's our visualization. We're creating images. The movie in our mind is the story that I've just read. We use our senses: taste, touch, hearing, seeing, smelling, and we are directing the movie. This is the script. The text is the script. And everybody will have a slightly different movie. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you send to myself and Mr. Kelleher. And again, if you have any queries or comments, you can just post them below. Alright, thanks boys. Take care. Bye.